is the Herdline News.
So after this questionable Lakers season, LA will once again aim at pairing LeBron with another star. But according to Bill Orm of The Athletic, many experts expect other stars to follow in Paul George's footsteps. He said after Paul George ignored the Lakers last summer, most league insiders believe the biggest names in this year's loaded class of free agents will follow his lead. If the Lakers can't successfully build a roster around LeBron this summer, it's fair to wonder whether they will ever be able to maximize his powers before it's too late. Interesting use of words there, and powers.
You know, think about this, Joy. Giannis has said, I don't want to leave. Paul George didn't leave. Damian Lillard said, I don't want to leave. We have this belief because Kevin Durant's kind of flaky and LeBron's moved that everybody's like that. But if you polled most Americans, I just read a story about this 2 months ago. People are less mobile now than you think. There was this 10, 12-year run in America where everybody was moving around. But in the end, people like to be close to their parents. And they kind of like where they grew up. And Giannis and Damian Lillard and, by the way, Tony Parker never left, and Duncan never left, and Magic never left, and Michael never left until the end.
It's not always greener on the other side. And I don't criticize Kevin Durant or LeBron for leaving their situations. They wanted to win, and it's a team sport. And if your organization has shown that they aren't capable of putting players around you to help you maximize your potential, I mean, look at Odell. Why are we all happy that Odell is in Cleveland, of all places? Because we feel like he can do some winning there. And as fans, it's not really enjoyable to watch someone of a superstar, a historic, great talent not maximize. Well, what's happening with the Lakers is interesting, though, because LeBron talked a little bit about their recruiting pitch and, you know, they really want to win. But I feel like if you are a free agent that is going to make the move to the Lakers, you're in win now mode as well, because it's not a long-term build what the Lakers are doing.
You gotta land like two guys, or you're just going to be.
You have to land two guys for sure. You have to land a superstar free agent and then an incredible role player.
Yeah.
And I don't know if the Lakers are going to be able to do that. There's a lot of good names out there, and there's no guarantee that Anthony Davis is going to be a part of that either. Yeah. So Murray State's John Morant is having a heck of a season this year. He's averaging 24.6 points, 10 assists, and 5.5 boards per game. Led Murray State to their second consecutive NCAA tournament. And CBS sports analyst Clark Kellogg had a comparison for Morant. He said his athleticism is comparable to a lot of guys, a bigger Allen Iverson, Russell Westbrook in terms of speed, athleticism in the open court.
I think Clark Kellogg nailed it 100%. That's exactly what he is.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's absolute. When I watch him, he is. Clark Kellogg said it better than I could have. He's a bigger Allen Iverson. He's Russell Westbrook. That's exactly what he is. And in fact, I think at this point in his game, he's a little better than Westbrook. That doesn't mean anything because Westbrook worked really hard in his game. But this is like, and we've talked about this. The media will love this player. This will not be a great winning basketball player long term, but he will come in, get a shoe deal, make a bunch of money. He'll be fun. He'll have a great career. He's a great, but he's a score first point guard that is going to be the two guard and the three wing are going to be like, hey, I'm over here.
Well, he is incredibly athletic, and he does have a high motor. Well, Morant had the perfect response. He said, I love that. Really, I've just tried to stay grounded and stay where I'm at. I'm at Murray State, and I'm just trying to win a championship.
He's fun. He's fun to watch.
He didn't get too far ahead of himself with his iconic comparisons.
Yes. Listen, there's two players in college basketball that you watch, and you're like, wow. Zion and this kid. Now, the other guys at Duke are really good.
Right.
And there's some really nice players out there.
No, but he's a really exciting player.
Yeah,
though.
You don't have to be an NBA scout to go, he's an NBA player.
Right.
You walk into a gym.
And there's discussions about him going number 2. He's probably going to go in the top 3. And finally, more incoming NFL players are making business decisions, and I like that. Ohio State defensive end Nick Bosa decided he wouldn't try and return from injury before the 2018 season ended, and he decided not to participate in his pro day workout. Yeah. And his reasoning was, I just trust the people close to me, and they said it was unimportant. I got to do what's smart for me.
He had a good combine, right? So why do it?
I mean, look, like anything that he does is just going to put him at risk for an additional injury. He was out for most of the season. He got injured in the 3rd week with a core muscle injury. So I don't see any benefit to that. Like right now, most of the mock drafts have him going in the top 3. Why risk it? Everything you need to do is on tape. We talk about it all the time. Like the combine is, while it's fun to watch, it's really just a glorified track meet.
Right.
Like, it's great for prospects who haven't been able to pop on the scene yet.
Yeah.
But for someone like Nick Bosa, it doesn't benefit you in any way. There's nothing you're going to do at the combine or your pro day that's going to convince someone that, oh, I think I should take you in the top of the draft. Like, he was rumored to be the number 1 overall pick before we started talking about Kyler Murray. So it doesn't benefit him in any way. Everything he needs to prove is already on tape.
He also plays outside of quarterback a really big position, edge rusher, which has become the second most important position according to GMs in the league. Everybody in the league is looking for a quarterback, and then once you get him, like Indianapolis, they got like $100 million. All they're trying to find is a pass rusher, and that's why San Francisco.
They're at a premium right now.
Oh, that is
it's
get
like
a quarterback.
He'll likely end up in San Francisco.
Yeah, his brother. I was hit and miss on because the Bosa family's got a little track record. There's some ego here. And when Joey came out, when at Ohio State, there were games he didn't play well. There were games he was great. And I was like, he's hit and miss. There were some rumors about his personal life. He ended up being a great player. He's been a great player. Joy with the news.
Well, that's the news.
And thanks for stopping by.
The Herd Lie News.
Let's bring in Mark Schlereth, 3-time Super Bowl champ, a multiple-time Pro Bowler with the Redskins and the Broncos, a radio show in Denver. By the way, Denver's had crazy weather. I was in Colorado 2 weeks ago, and I got stuck in the Vail airport for 9 hours.
Oh, hey, thanks for the call.
It's just crazy.